Hi everyone, welcome. So this is the Kelty Zyp 48. This is the women's version of the pack with a shorter torso length. I think the torso length is adjustable from 14 inches to 20 inches on this women's version. In the name of disclosure, I have no affiliation with the manufacturer, distributors, or retailers. Taking a look at the pack, on top we have a non-floating lid, so it's attached near the top of the shoulder straps, and on the lid you have a single side zipper entry. Going down the pack you have a compression strap here, you have a compression strap here that runs over the water bottle pocket. There's no channel to allow you to route the compression strap under the water bottle pocket. On the bottom, you have two compression straps that can either be used as compression straps or to attach like a sleeping mat or some other item to the bottom of your pack. And these straps extend out pretty long. Let me attach it. So you could fit something about, I'd say, 9 or 10 inches in diameter under your pack if you wanted to. I think these compression straps on the bottom are a great feature. They really allow you to compress the volume of the pack down if you want. Before you start packing the pack, filling the pack up, you can compress these all the way down, which will scrunch down from here to here down to about that big, really reducing the volume of the pack. So here's the pack with a 1 liter smart water bottle in the pocket. As you can see, the lower compression strap is routed over the water bottle pocket. There's no option of routing it through the water bottle pocket behind whatever you have in the pocket. If they had just put a small opening here, that would give you a choice as to how you want to route the compression strap. The pocket itself is plenty big enough for the bottle, even when the pack is fully loaded, so that's good. Another issue that I find is that the opening to the water bottle pocket is relatively high above the hip belt, so it's pretty hard to get the water bottle in and out of the pocket, at least for me. I find it to be easier on some other packs. The reason I think they went with the side entry on the lid pocket is that depending on how full the pack is, because it's not a floating lid, the lid can either be oriented straight or down or up depending on how full you have the pack loaded. So because the zipper's on the side, there's no tendency for items to fall out based on how full the pack is. So on the front of the pack we have a split front pocket which is sewn along this center line of the pack. I'm not sure why they did this split pocket. When you have the pack loaded, stuffed pretty well, it's pretty hard to get something in here. It'd be a lot easier if it was not sewn in the middle. I guess it'll help you organize some things, but it seems to be a detriment in a lot of cases to getting an item into the pack. So I'm not a fan of the split front pocket. Okay, to open up the lid, you just undo these two buckles. And what we have here, the pack has a relatively short length of collar on the top. It has a drawstring opening. It's pretty hard to get tension to compress the opening down a lot. It does have a quick release on the drawstring. Okay, taking a look at the hip belt pockets. The zipper is easy to open. It works fine one-handed. The pocket is not very large though. Here I have a phone about the size of an iPhone 7 or 8. So trying to get it into the pocket is a bit of a challenge. It will just barely squeeze in the pocket. If you have one of the plus size iPhones, it's definitely not going to fit though. And even this, it's not very satisfactory because the edges, the corners of the phone are kind of compressed against the pocket here. So here you can see the steel perimeter frame which gives the pack its structure. It does not look like stainless steel, so if you live in a humid environment or if you get a lot of sweat on it or it gets wet a lot, rust may be an issue with the frame. The curve of the back panel does keep the pack off your back, but it also pushes out the load by maybe 2.5 inches from your back, at least in the center portion of the frame sheet. So in order to accomplish the torso length adjustment, the shoulder yoke can slide up and down on the frame rails, and you can set the length by tensioning the webbing here on both sides. One big issue that I noticed with the system though is that it's very noisy. Every step you take, it makes noise, and the noise seems to come from around here where the yoke attaches to the rest of the pack. If you have the tensioners totally loose and the yoke is all the way up at the topmost limit, it makes a lot less noise. But if you have it adjusted to an intermediate position, then it's very noisy, and every step you take, it makes noise. So I don't like that aspect about it.